Welcome to USA Daily Update. Today we bring you a detailed report on a major legal and political battle taking place in the United States over the future of the Hudson Tunnel project, one of the most important transportation links in the country. A federal judge has now scheduled a hearing for this Friday to examine whether the U.S. government acted lawfully when it paused billions of dollars in funding for the project. The decision has triggered a strong response from the states of New York and New Jersey, which have filed a lawsuit demanding that the money be restored immediately. The Hudson Tunnel is not just another infrastructure project. It is a critical rail connection between Manhattan and New Jersey that serves hundreds of thousands of commuters every single day. The existing tunnels were built more than 100 years ago, and engineers have warned for years that they are reaching the end of their lifespan. Experts say that if new tunnels are not built soon, the region could face serious transportation disruptions that would affect the entire national economy. The Trump administration recently ordered a review of the federal grants that were previously approved for the project. Officials in Washington argued that the earlier funding commitments needed to be re-examined and that the approval process may not have followed proper procedures. This move effectively froze billions of dollars that were expected to support construction. Leaders in New York and New Jersey reacted immediately. They accused the federal government of breaking earlier agreements and putting politics above public safety. Governors and transportation officials from both states said the project had already gone through years of planning, environmental studies, and legal approvals. According to them, stopping the funding now could delay construction for many years and dramatically increase the final cost. Business groups have also entered the debate. Major companies in the Northeast say the Hudson Tunnel is essential for moving workers and goods between two of the largest economic centers in America. They warn that any long delay could discourage investment and hurt job growth not only in the region but across the country. On the other side, the Department of Transportation insists it has the authority to review large federal projects at any time. Government lawyers are expected to argue in court that the administration is simply exercising its legal responsibility to protect taxpayer money. They say no final decision has been made to cancel the project, only to pause it until further evaluation is completed. The upcoming hearing will focus on whether the federal pause violated existing contracts and laws. Legal analysts explain that the judge could order the government to resume payments while the case continues, or could allow the review process to move forward. Either outcome would have huge consequences for the future of the tunnel. Transportation experts remind the public why this project matters so much. The current tunnels were damaged during Hurricane Sandy in 2012, and temporary repairs were never meant to last for decades. If one of the old tunnels had to be closed for safety reasons, rail capacity between New York and New Jersey could be cut by as much as 75%. That would affect commuters, airports, shipping, and emergency services. Labor unions representing construction workers are also watching the case closely. The project is expected to create tens of thousands of jobs over the next decade. Union leaders say that freezing the funding puts those future jobs at risk and harms working families who were counting on the project. Political observers note that the dispute has quickly become part of a larger national debate about federal infrastructure spending. Supporters of the administration argue that Washington must carefully review large projects to prevent waste. Critics respond that the Hudson Tunnel has already been studied more than almost any other project in the country and that further delays serve no practical purpose. During Friday's hearing, lawyers for New York and New Jersey will ask the judge to issue an emergency order restoring the money immediately. They plan to present documents showing that previous administrations from both parties supported the project and that billions have already been invested by state governments. The federal government will likely counter that it must have flexibility to reconsider priorities, especially given the size of the investment. The tunnel project is estimated to cost more than $16 billion, making it one of the most expensive infrastructure efforts in U.S. history. Commuters who depend on the rail link are following the case with growing concern. Many say they already experience frequent delays and overcrowding, and fear the situation will become worse if new tunnels are not built soon. Local mayors and community leaders have organized campaigns urging Washington to release the funds. Whatever the judge decides, experts agree that the legal fight is far from over. Appeals are almost certain, and the issue could eventually reach higher federal courts. Meanwhile, construction timelines remain uncertain, and planners warn that every month of delay adds millions of dollars to the cost. This story shows how infrastructure, law, and politics often collide in the United States. A single court decision can shape the daily lives of millions of people and influence the direction of the national economy. We will continue to monitor the hearing and bring you every important update as soon as it happens. For more detailed and reliable news from across the United States, stay with USA Daily Update and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.